Well, hello everybody. Photographer Larry Ricker here, aka Nimby Mucks, out on the trail once again. So where here is, I'm at the Kickapoo State Park or State Recreation Area, whichever you want to call it, in eastern Illinois. Just a few miles west of Danville, Illinois, about 10 miles from the Illinois-Indiana border. So what's that you're saying? What the heck am I doing there so far from home? Yeah, it is quite a ways from home. It was about a 7-hour drive to get here, but I'm on my way eastward to visit family and friends over about a 2-week period, a little bit more than 2 weeks. And so rather than staying the night in a motel, I thought, why not camp? Instead of paying, a lot of money for a motel room, probably close to $100 these days, I'm staying in a campsite for 10. Not to mention that camping is a heck of a lot more fun than sitting in a motel room. So, yeah, I'm enjoying myself out here. I really am. Anyway, you might be now asking, what the heck am I going to do on this 2-week or so tour I'm taking? Well, tomorrow I'm heading over to my son's place. He lives in Pittsburgh, or actually just outside of Pittsburgh, but he lives in the Pittsburgh area. So, I forgot to mention, today is Thursday, April 19th, in case you were wondering. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to arrive at my son's place, and I'm going to spend the weekend with him. Sunday we're actually going to do a walk for the March of Dimes, so that's going to be about a 3-mile hike. Should be a lot of fun. And then Monday, he and I are going to head over to Ricketts Glen State Park in Pennsylvania. Now, Ricketts Glen has been on my to-do list, might say my bucket list, for quite a while. The reason being that within the state park boundaries, there are 22 named waterfalls. That's just the ones that are named. And of course, you should all know by now how much I love waterfalls. So my son and I are going to spend 2 nights, or is it 3 nights? We're going to get there Monday. We're going to spend Monday, or Tuesday and Wednesday hiking around, seeing the falls, etc. And then we take off back to his place on Thursday. So Pittsburgh, of course, is in kind of west central Pennsylvania. Ricketts Glen is in northeast Pennsylvania. And of course, Pennsylvania is kind of wide west to east. So it's going to be, what is it, about a 4 or 5 hour drive? 4-hour drive, I guess it is, to get from his place to the falls. But that should be pretty nice. And the fact that we're going to be staying there a couple of days gives me plenty of time to photograph. Well, I don't know, maybe not plenty of time, but it gives me some time to photograph the falls and do the hike and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that. So then next Friday, I'm planning to head down to my daughter's. Well, actually, not really to my daughter. I'm going to meet her, or the plan is to meet her at a state park in West Virginia. She lives in West Virginia, but we're going to probably do a state park kind of in the eastern part of the state. She lives in the western part. So she can't get a lot of time off or anything, so it's going to be basically I go down there Friday, we spend Saturday together, and Sunday she goes back home and I move on to the next stage. And the next stage, I have a friend, an old Air Force buddy, and he and I were roommates for a while when we were in tech school, way back when. And he lives in southeast Ohio. He lives in an area called the Hocking Hills, which is a beautiful area. Again, lots of waterfalls. Not quite the spectacular falls that Ricketts Glen has, but very pretty, and especially this time of year, they'll be flowing very nicely. So that'll be fun. Here's something we don't see at home yet. Budding leaves. In fact, actually, when I left home, well, actually last night, back home we got about 3 inches of snow, new snow. To the south of us got up to 8 inches of snow. And here it was April 18th. So everything was snow covered for quite a ways of the trip down here, but obviously I'm out of the snow now, and I've actually managed to find a little bit of spring. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Hocking Hills. So there's a lot of kind of smallish waterfalls there. Smallish being not a lot of water going over them. Some of them are pretty high. I've been in that area, photographed most of the falls before, but I never caught them on video. So I'm hoping that since I'll be there during the week, won't be as the crowds around, and maybe I'll be able to get some decent video there as well as some more photos. But anyway, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll be spending Monday and Tuesday there, and then I leave there on Wednesday. And Wednesday, it's on to visit my dad, who lives in eastern Kentucky. I'm going to be camping when I'm there. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that when I'm at Ricketts Glen, we've got a modern campsite, or I mean a modern cabin there. We're splurging for a modern cabin. When I'm with my daughter, we're going to be camping. When I'm with my friend in Ohio, I'll be staying at his house. And then, as I said, I'll be going on to my dad's from there. I plan to camp close to where he lives at Jenny Wiley State Park. Now that trip's all about visiting Dad. And at 97 years old and terrible arthritis in his ankles, Dad doesn't get out to walk or anything, so probably very little, if any, video from there. Very little, if any, photos from there. But by then I'll have a lot of video from the other places, video and photos from the other places I'm visiting. So we'll have to see how things go in Kentucky. So I'll be visiting my dad on the Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday, I start heading for home. I may camp again at another park in Illinois on the way home. This time a little bit further west, so I'm closer to home. And then Sunday is when I arrive home. As far as videos going up on my YouTube channel, for those of you that are really getting desperate to see the rest of my August Boundary Waters trip, I did get parts 5 and 6 done. I'll be scheduling part 5 to go public on April 27th, Friday, April 27th. I'll be scheduling part 6 to go live or public or whatever you want to call it on Friday, May 4th. So you'll get 2 doses of the Boundary Waters. Yay! I know that's what a lot of you prefer seeing, but I like getting videos of these other trips too. So anyway, I haven't gotten beyond 7 yet, part 7 or part 6 I mean, yet. And actually, I'm not sure when I'm going to get more videos edited. I get back from this trip on Sunday, what is that, May 6th I get back. So after I get back from this trip, all the next week, I think Monday through Thursday at least, I'm working at the gallery, at the Semva Gallery in Rochester. And also I have a board meeting that Tuesday night. So I'm not going to have a lot of time available for doing much editing of photos or videos during that time. In fact, actually, not just the gallery, but of course after 2 weeks of off and on camping, I've got to get gear out and cleaned and dried and all that kind of good stuff too. So I'm going to be pretty busy that first week I get back. But hopefully I'll be able to get some editing done that week. And hopefully by a couple of weeks after that, so by about the 20th of May, hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos up. I'm not sure yet whether that would be more Boundary Waters or whether it would be videos from this trip. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah. The land that this park sits on is an old mining area, apparently mostly coal mining, and it's been reclaimed and made into a park. So there's all kinds of ponds around, some of them quite deep. I don't know if you heard that just then, a turkey gobbling. calling, whatever. But all these ponds all around. Some of them are pretty deep apparently and used for scuba diving. And of course an abundance of wildlife, especially during warmer weather. So pretty nice. So looking a little bit further in the future, sometime shortly after Memorial Day, during the week after Memorial Day, I'll be heading up to Ely again to take some of my photos and such up to the cabin, which is a gift shop, a seasonal gift shop, only open during the summer, right on the main drag in Ely. So for those of you that are up in that area, please look for the cabin, and if you find the cabin, look for my photos there. So anyway, as usual, what I'm planning on doing is, since I'm going to be in Ely anyway, is go ahead and do a Boundary Waters trip while I'm up there. So it'll be at the end of May into the beginning of June. And what I'm thinking of doing is going back to Slim Lake, where I was last year, but this time make the effort to actually go over to Hook Lake to camp on Hook Lake. And probably for about the same length of time as what I did my trip last year. Like I said, this time just spend some time on Hook Lake. Hope that campsite is open, and yeah, that should be tons of fun. I really liked the looks of Hook Lake when I was there last year, and it's definitely worth a little bit more exploration. So that pretty well wraps up this video. So now you know what's coming down the pike. Of course, you always know plans sometimes change. So, and the further out you go, the more likely they are to change. So don't get too upset if things don't come to fruition that I'm talking about now. I'm sure there'll be other things too. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already done it, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I need those subscriptions. Also, I always like to get comments. I always try to respond to the comments to the best of my ability. Lately I've been finding that YouTube doesn't always tell me when I have comments, so especially if you comment on an older video and you don't get any response from me, it's probably because YouTube just didn't let me know that you commented. And if I don't know, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. But anyway, I do love the comments, love them a lot. They help motivate me to do more of these videos. Again, the subscriptions are great. I need them. The likes are great. The sharing, all that good stuff. All very helpful. All very encouraging. So that's the end of this video. And I think, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on trail.